So let's move to our second speaker. It is Denise Leone, Global Strategy Partnership Director at DoubleVerify. And her talk is going to be putting theory into practice, your post-cookie plan, something I think everyone is thinking about at the moment. So without further ado, over to you.
Thank you. Welcome, everyone. We're very happy to be here at Mad Anywhere, speaking about this important topic, putting theory into action, your post-cookie plan. Quick intro, my name is Denise Leone. I'm a Global Director of Strategic Partnerships at DoubleVerify. We're a leading software platform that focuses on brand safety, media measurement, and also analytics. And we work with some of the world's largest brands, marketplaces, and publishers. So it's no surprise by now that third-party cookies are going to be sunset in 2022. And consumers have become more and more aware of their data being used online. And they're not happy about it. They've been very vocal. 83% of consumers surveyed globally said that they weren't happy and they were concerned about how their privacy and data is being used. And as a result, we've had regulatory changes from GDPR in Europe to the California Consumer Privacy Act in the US. And we've also had browsers take action by removing third-party cookies, with Firefox and Safari and then Chrome following suit in January 2022. And it's really important to know the impact that this is going to have. Once Chrome joins suit, it's going to have an 80% global impact on browser searches. These three browsers alone comprise 80% of global browser searches. Chrome itself has 60%. Apple also announced that it's going to be removing the IDFA, so mobile traffic is going to, being able to target that is going to reduce by another 30%. So targeting as advertisers know it today will drastically change. And it was interesting, IAB Europe did a survey of ad industry professionals, and the feedback was that 40% said that they felt that their company wasn't prepared for the demise of third-party cookies. So today we wanted to help everyone prepare as best as possible in the next 9 months ahead. So we've put together a simple checklist for how you can do that. The first one is to assess your current data. Understand how much of your current targeting today is reliant on third-party cookies. Next, don't wait for 2022. Start today and build your strategy. Understand of your first-party data, how much of it has the proper permissions so that you can use it across your MarTech stack. Of your first-party data, how are you going to grow that? What is your growth capture strategies for first-party data? And even looking at your programmatic audience segments, how much of that relies on third-party data that you're going to need to update and find an alternative source? And consider other targeting sources like contextual targeting, which is privacy compliant and doesn't rely on third-party cookies. And at DoubleVerify, we've launched a series of tools to help advertisers become more able to use their verification data beyond basic brand safety. And our approach is not reliant on cookies, so it's completely privacy compliant. And as we look at number 3 and number 4 on the checklist, the first one is really considering the case for contextual targeting. DV partnered with Sapio and found that consumers said they are 2/3 said that they are more likely to consider contextual targeting or consider an ad when it's shown within the right contextual content. So consider the case. Dial up your contextual targeting. Of your contextual partners, understand what is their methodology. Is it more semantic? Is it more sentiment? How objective or subjective is that methodology? And how can you scale that contextual performance while also having brand safety ensured? And next, a lot of clients are working with many different partners. How can you leverage your data and all of it in different ways? And DV launched Authentic Attention to help clients do just that. So it allows clients to use over 50 different data points for engagement and exposure to be able to optimize campaigns mid-flight. And again, this is not using cookies, so it's completely compliant in ways you can use your verification data beyond basic brand safety hygiene for campaign optimization. And how we bring Authentic Attention to life is with the case study we did with Mondelez. So Mondelez reached out to DoubleVerify, and they wanted to go beyond viewability metrics to optimize their campaigns, specifically their awareness campaigns. And so we engaged Kantar to do a brand lift study, and we set up a test and control group. And we found that optimizing to authentic attention, the 50 different metrics for exposure and engagement, had significant impact on their brand performance. Specifically, optimizing to high exposure impressions drove a 9 percentage point lift in brand favorability and an 8 percentage point lift in brand consideration. They were able to do this and really move the needle on brand awareness mid-campaign flight. And number 5 on our checklist is test, perfect, and optimize. As with any new strategy, you want to make sure you've got a test plan in place, you're testing the hypotheses, you're perfecting it, gaining the learnings, and optimizing. And the good news is you have 9 months ahead to do that. And hopefully the simple checklist will help you do that.
Denise, thank you so much. I think we're out of time, but we've got lots of questions coming in. So thank you. Again, such a pertinent topic at the moment. So let's go to these questions. Remember, you can win prizes for the best questions, so keep sending them in, please. So first one here is from Cameron, who asks, can you give me a bit more detail about what semantic analysis means with contextual targeting?
Sure. So it's a very scientific approach using AI. It maps hundreds of thousands of different content to different language concepts. And it allows us to be much more operationally efficient. It's a privacy compliant approach. As I mentioned, it's not using cookies. And we're able to maximize reach and precision with customization. We're able to drill down to over 44 different languages. We're able to analyze at the page level, so going really, really deep into our analysis, and the speed. We're able to do this over 100 times a day. So it's a much more objective approach.
Fantastic. Another one quite similar coming from Joy. What are the main benefits to contextual targeting, and what differentiators should advertisers be looking for in their tech partners?
Yeah, I think contextual targeting, the benefits, as we mentioned, it's privacy compliant. How can you have reach and scale? And then also, just what are the differentiators? Can you look at multiple different languages? How far down can you drill? Can you go down to the page level and your contextual analysis and map that? And then how often is it being updated, and how often is the speed at which the content's being analyzed? As I mentioned at DoubleVerify, we do it 100 times a day. So we're really optimizing those analyses.
Excellent. Question here from Cindy, quite a nice blunt question. Everyone is talking about attention, but is this the right metric? Does more attention mean more sales?
It depends. We found that in the Mondelez case study, we didn't show the point here, but it did have one of the points was that it was a lift on in-store purchase consideration. So it can have a lift, but it's also another way to just look at how you can optimize your campaigns.
Fantastic. Our last question I can quickly get in. It's from John. How else can you utilize current vendor data beyond basic verification in a privacy-friendly way?
Yeah, that's easy. That would be our authentic attention. That's why DoubleVerify over the past 2 decades, we've removed risk from the stack, right, and from the supply chain. And so we're now focusing on helping clients maximize the use of their verification data beyond just basic brand hygiene. So how can you use this data? It's not reliant on cookies. We can be able to, with our DV tags, tell you all these different data points that you can optimize your campaigns to. So it's a really exciting new product.
Fantastic. Well, great presentation and superb question answering. Thank you so much.